Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Going back kind of old school a little bit. We're starting in the garage today, and for the first time, we're going to be working. I say working on the Harley like I'm actually fixing it or something. We're not, but what we're doing, if you guys remember, I talked about these foot pegs, and I don't like them. And I did lower them and angle them in enough to where I can rest a heel and a toe on both sides, but I still don't like it. Luckily enough for me, my man Phil Zilla up in Pennsylvania or Virginia, you guys know him. If you're not, please follow him. He's great shit. He actually wants those, and I don't. And to make it even better, he has a set of these that I wanted, and he didn't. So, fair trade. Also, we found the perfect function for the Gold Wing now that I'm not really riding it. I do need to get out and ride it soon, otherwise it's just going to sit here and rot. You know, you're not supposed to let motorcycles sit forever, so we're going to get out and do that. So we're going to get on these, put these on. Hopefully I can reuse the same mounting positions that they were on before, because they put this nasty tape on there, probably to protect the chrome, but it ended up looking shitty when I moved them. So let's get to it.
You stupid whore is what I meant to say, but instead all that came out of my stupid face was, why don't you love me, and why'd you leave me, and darling, I swear I'll change. So tell me you love me, and tell me you won't fade away. You stupid bitch is what I meant to say out loud, but instead all that came out of my stupid fucking mouth was, why don't you love me, and why'd you leave me, and darling, I swear I'll change. Now tell me you
Alright, well,
love
I got
me,
these where they're going to be kind of flat. I do want to bring that around a little bit, but I did want the setback versus the pegs that I had. This might be a little too much. Let's see how they fit. Well, this one fits. I've only got the one on. So, good news and bad news. The good news is that is the perfect foot position, right? I like that a lot. The bad news is it's now the farthest protruding thing on the motorcycle. It goes farther than the handlebars, mirrors, controls, everything. So, not sure how this wider profile is going to sit with me long term, but for now, let's put the other one on. We'll see how they go. See how I like them. All right, there they are. So I like them and I don't. The thing is, I want highway pegs to be functional, not just stylish. I do feel like now they're the star of the show. You know what I mean? Like,
You think you're too cool for school. But I got a news flash for you, Walter Cronkite. You aren't.
they really stand out. They're begging for attention being out that far. I really do. But when I sit on it, this is exactly where I want my foot on the highway. This is exactly it. It's not far from here. I can also rest my heel and toe here if I want, and I can also go sideways if I want. All three of those positions are perfect. So this is what I wanted. I think I won't really know until I take my first trip with it, whether it's a long trip, short trip, whatever. So yeah, soon enough we'll get on the road. I actually think I'm taking a trip at the end of this month to Mississippi. Actually spending New Year's Eve in Mississippi because why not?
All right, boys, here we go. I'm going to run down. My wife and I are going to Orlando this evening for an event with one of my vendors. You guys know what I do for work. I've told you before. I have vendors that I work with, and they're hosting a Christmas party. But what I'm going to do in the meantime, the wife and grandson are taking a nap. This is the content you guys came here for, so shout out to you. Since I've got these new highway pegs on that we just put on, I want to send the ones, because Phil's little traded me these, for the straight ones that I had on here before. So we're going to run down to the UPS store, get those shipped out to him, get that completely off my shoulders, and then we're going to go for a little ride around some of the backcountry roads, hit up my little favorite spot for lunch back there, and get back in time. And maybe the old lady will be done with her nap and we can start looking ahead towards Orlando. That'll also give me the opportunity, hopefully, to test out these highway pegs to see how they're going to do while going down the highway, up at highway speeds. The way they're kind of pointed in right now, I'm a little worried that the tips of my boots are going to hit them on the way in to hit the brake when I need it really bad. But so far, the natural motion of my foot hasn't seemed to get in the way. So we'll hop on in here, mail this stuff out to Philzilla, and then go hit up some back roads. Actually, I might hit up an actual highway first, and then hit up the back roads and go get lunch. We'll see you in a few minutes. Fresh with gas. Package has been dropped off. I love that this thing has an info center. I really, really do. I really wasn't expecting that. I know a lot of people accuse Harley Davidson of being kind of behind the times, but I don't know, man. All right, let's hit up a highway and then go hit up my back roads, shall we? I got room. There we go. Not a highway yet, but we're gonna get there. Hey, some people have mentioned that the exhaust sounds like shit on when coming through this microphone. Keep in mind that I still record through my Cena microphone, and the way the Cena is set up, it tries to compress, filter outside noise aside from voice. So when the exhaust does get picked up by the microphone, it's very odd sounding, very thin sounding, kind of far away. You know what I mean? So if you're still watching by this point, keep that in mind. Maybe the exhaust actually sounds like shit, but when it's coming through this microphone, it's definitely the microphone's fault. I have lived in this neighborhood for 7 years, and there are like 2 points of entry that I use for the Veterans Expressway. This is not one of them, so I have no idea if this actually gets me on there the right way or not. And it looks like it does not, so fucking waste of time. Love it. It's Saturday, like 3 weeks before Christmas, 2 weeks before, it's 2 weeks before Christmas. Is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks? Hey, there we go, north. Hell yeah, okay. Patience, my child, and you shall see. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got, boys and girls. See if this guy waves at me. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. That's because I gave him a couple fingers. I'll give you the finger. That's not the biggest boy I've given a couple fingers to, if you know what I mean. So today, December 10th, the year of our Lord 2022. 75 degrees. There's a little bit of chill in the air as we're going through. Beautiful day. This weather report has been brought to you by WNBR 1976.5 on your FM dial. Hey, I don't have my base-facing camera on here again. The wind just doesn't allow me to do it. So I like having those 2 different points of view. And I'll put the windshield back on at some point. What are we doing? Okay. God damn. I hate strange roads. Now, I left these highway pegs in the upright position to make sure they were easy enough to get down while going down the highway. Oh, baby. That raw American muscle. You can't tell me these parts are made in other countries. Blasphemy. Repent immediately. All right, put that one down. Okay, it's a little stiff. Hey, I like it stiff, baby. All right, they're both down. All right, let's see how we do it. With the cowboy boots. All right, they're actually a little higher than I wanted. Well, that's no good. These are actually way higher than I wanted. I love this road thing. I rode this to work and to the Prep Star calendar shoot, which I'm sure will be out at some point soon. You guys, a lot of you guys have seen some of the reels, pictures from Instagram that people have made highlighting some of the shots of that photo shoot for the calendar. But I rode my Road King all day that day, naked like this, and it's just fucking beautiful. The bad thing is, I'm getting beat the fuck up on my collars, on my vents. Because on the Triumph, I was always like this, right? And on the Road Glide, on the Goldwing, I was always behind the wall of windshield. All right, so we're going to have to adjust these downward. I do like this. Where I can put part of my heel on the floorboard and part of my foot on the foot peg. I don't know, man. We just might have to get used to it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? The next exit we're going to take, we're going to hit those back roads, I promised you. Hit up my little country corner, Keystone Corner. You guys are in the area, check out Keystone Corner. Look it up on the internet. Oh, she likes shit and get, baby. This is such a different experience. than the 103 I had on the Road Glide. You heard me talk about that before, so it's nothing new. But it's wild. If I could go back, man, I have a separate channel. I have like 4 YouTube channels. This is the only one that gets any real attention. But I have one where I tried to start motovlogging, and I've got like 6 subscribers. I don't know what made me switch to this channel, but I did. That channel was when I first started motovlogging, and it was only the Road Glide. There's like, I don't know, 8 videos, 9 videos or something. There may be some point in those videos where I complain about the lack of power. This one doesn't have that problem. From one light right to a fucking other. You know what I'm going to do, though? We're going to be a dick. This is the kind of shit that gets people honking at you right here. I'm going through, coming through. Oh, no, this guy is a jerk. We should be okay. It's not that I want to speed. It's not that I want to go like 80 miles an hour through here, because I don't. Not on any motorcycle. I just don't like having my pace dictated by a Prius. You know what I mean? So, about this trip that I mentioned back when I was putting these highway pegs on. I mentioned in the last video, or one of the last 2 videos, that our third grandchild, a new grandson, second grandson, was born yesterday. Oh, man, I'm in love with these babies, and they're way out in Arizona. Like I said, it's not really financially feasible for us to all pack up and get on an airplane and get out there and try to get hotel accommodations. So my wife and grandson are headed out the last week of the year, well, December 29th through January 4th, essentially. That leaves me all by myself with nothing to do. I would like to go out to Arizona, I really would, but it's just, like I said, it's not possible. It's not feasible. So what I'm going to do is, Friday the 30th of December, and I've already looked at the weather, and it looks like it's going to be, between the upper 30s and lower 40s, up into the low 60s, mid 60s during the day. And I'm going to ride up to Gillsburg, Mississippi. You might say, Mike, what the hell is in Gillsburg? Absolutely nothing. That's why I'm going. No, it's just a destination. So coincidentally, that is where the monument is, where Skinner had their plane crash. A lot of you guys are going to roll your eyes. I'm a big Skinner fan. I mean, I'm big anyway, but I'm a big Skinner fan. A lot of you guys love it. A lot of you guys hate it. But that plane crash site monument is up there. And while it's not like, oh, I got to go see this, it's definitely something where, hey, where can I go for a couple days? And that just happens to be the destination. So we're going to go up there. I think it's like 650 miles. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more. I'm not really 100% sure. I'll have to look it back up again. I look it up every time and always forget. So I'll go up there on Friday the 30th, spend the day there on the 31st, spend the night. I'm sure Gillsburg, Mississippi gets fucking wild, baby. Country boys and girls up there. Visit the site, do my thing, and then on the 1st, just come back to Florida. Easy peasy. Let's get on down to this country corner, Keystone Corner. Let's have lunch. We'll see you down the road. All right, boys and girls, welcome back. Quick jaunt out on the bikes with my lovely bride on this Sunday afternoon, December 11th, the year of our Lord 2022. It's actually kind of brisk out right now. It's it's 72 degrees, but there was like a little fog in the air earlier, and some of that is still lingering. So when you're just standing still, it feels nice out, but when you start moving, holy shit! Should have put on the old flannel. My wife is always more prepared than I am, so not only does she already have her flannel on, but she also brought her jacket. It's in my saddlebags. So you guys have heard me talk a lot lately about looking at heritages or whatever for the old lady, but as we got more and more talking about it, she said something like, this is something that you want to give me. I don't know if I want to get rid of my bike or not. What do you think, baby?
I don't know. I like my bike. I mean, the idea of having, something, I guess, with a little more power is pretty exciting, but I don't want to just get anything.
No.
I mean, I've never ridden a Heritage or really been on one, so I don't want to just go get one without knowing if I'm going to like it.
That's true. last week we mentioned briefly that even on the video that came out, that Kyle may be selling the blue Road King that has been around for a little while, specifically his dad's Road King. And Kyle's ridden that thing on some road trips with me. My wife did take this Road King a full 30 feet up to the garage, so she can say with some level of expertise that she knows she likes a Road King. But you do like other Road Kings, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I like the way they look. They're just very slick,
Yes.
sleek. I don't know.
She specifically mentioned Liz's Road King. It's Alex's wife, and mine. After I made it naked last week, she came out and took a look at it, and I think you like this look too, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Now, when I go on road trips, which I'm talking about for the end of the month, we'll see. We had some shit come up today, so we'll see if I'm going to take that trip or not. But obviously, I'll be putting the things back on that'll make that work. Anyway, not to bore you to death with this shit. We're going to head on down the road. We'll see you down there, maybe.
Not our first choice, but our first choice today. I actually don't mind this bar. It's a little bit out of the way for us, but it's close to my buddy Brant. I don't mind meeting my buddies out here close to where they live. 3 motorcycles at the bar. You can see this spot. It's definitely a murder bar, as I like to call them. My wife has been running the table. She owned this table for like 3 games, and then she lost to this guy at the bar. Brant over here is about to lose it. Let's see what he's got. Can he make up for it? Can he do it? Been shooting pool in here with my man Brant. Let me tell you what, man, we've been running this fucking table so hard that we lost almost every game. So that's how good I am. Yeah, I'm really bad at pool. Darts, on the other hand, I hope some ass darts. Pool, not so much. Yo, that's going to wrap this one up once again. I really appreciate you coming along. Like always, fun to get the bike out. There was a lot of riding in this video and the last video, and probably going to be a lot of riding in the next video. It's interesting how the channel has shifted just a little bit since getting the Road King. The Goldwing I had to work on all the time. Not always, like I mentioned, not always to fix something that broke, but more preventative maintenance. And the Road King, don't really have to do that yet. I have a feeling I will down the road. But anyway, thanks for coming along, as always, and until next time, we'll see you later.